Hi and welcome to Concept Mapping 101. We're going to be using the case study that I provided to actually construct a concept map together. So we're going to cover everything that you guys need to be thinking about for your assignment to make sure you cover everything with the Calgary Family Assessment Tool. So our case study is Deborah Williams. We know that she's 65 years old. Now, if we just do a simple line across, that's not concept mapping, that's just mind mapping. So we actually need to put a joining word in there. So is a, and making it an arrow. So the difference between mind maps and concept maps is that concept maps are idea flowing and you're actually developing sort of your idea as you move from the top through to the bottom. All right, so it needs a direction. Now, something else that we know about Debbie is that she has a medical history. So has a medical history, and that includes hypertension. Now, for her hypertension, she takes Ramipril. We also know that she's allergic to dust. And we also, and her symptom of her allergy is a dry, tickling cough. So allergy causes her dry, tickly cough. Now, this is where a bit of research into your person that you're basing your family-centered assessment is really important, because one of the most common side effects of Ramipril is actually a dry, tickly cough. So Ramipril causes your dry, tickly cough. And now, because you've done that reading and because you know that, this is where you need to put a number in for your referencing. So you're going to write a 1 with a circle, identify that it's linked to your reference list, and then when you go to your reference list, number 1 on your reference list is going to be your information, your resource that you use to find out that Ramipril causes a dry, tickly cough. All right, her rest of her medical history, she has reflux, where she takes, again, a linking word. She takes Nexium, and she's also made some dietary changes. What we need to think about is patients are more than just how old they are or any medical history or pills they take. We're also looking at her family. So we know that Deborah is married to Stephen, yeah? And Stephen provides happiness, support, but also some challenges. And he provides the moolah, some income. So she's been married to Stephen for 41 years. So a while. Now, also talking about her medical history, we find out that Stephen isn't happy with the dietary changes, yeah? So that's where we need to start linking across from one concept, linking it across to the rest of her life as well, and the rest of her network. Now, we also know that Deborah's a mother. She's got 4 daughters, and each of them are married and are mothers themselves, respectively. Alrighty, so it's up to you if you do it like this, where she's married to Stephen, mother to, and then up here we find out that her parents are Ron and June. Now you can do it like this, or you can also do your genogram, which is what we look at in week 1, where you're using your circles and your squares to actually formulate a family tree. Now the issue with that is that you may be cramped when it comes to actually putting in the information about each member of the family. So for instance, she's mother to Lisa, who's 38, who's married, has 2 boys, Thomas and Charlie. Now, Lisa and Eddie, they've decided not to vaccinate Thomas and Charlie. So Thomas and Charlie are not vaccinated due to parental beliefs Now, not being vaccinated has caused exclusion from school activities and some restricted access to government funding. Now, if you find that in your family assessment that something like this comes up and you have an interest in vaccinations, pediatric nursing, it's a good sort of marker for you to think about for your next assignment, okay? So for your essay, that could be something that you look into. Something else that we want to talk about with our person that we're doing our assessment with is how supportive your family is. So we know that Bailey and Hope live within an hour, which means regular catch-ups and good support. Yeah, so linking sort of not just who they are, numbers and kids and husbands, all that stuff, but actually how supportive are they and are they actually in your family. Now, employment status will tell us a bit as well. So she works as an alpaca farmer that provides good support, provides some income. Why do we want the money? For mortgage repayments and for food. Yeah? Unpack the good support a little bit more, so who that is. So it's Adrian and Ken and their neighbours, and they have alpacas as well. So this is just a really basic concept map. We also can go into a little bit around the parents. So June has early onset dementia, and they're both living at home, which causes concern, stress, and there's some conflict in the family. So again, that might be a really cool thing to start exploring around nursing home placements for family members and how that kind of impacts the family as well. It can also link into your essay. Just a really quick little concept map tutorial. I hope it helps.